All right, so as of recently, there's been a lot of chaos in the world, man. Shit's just going crazy. Just fucking Trump. What is it? Almost got shot. Fucking Kamala Harris now. Biden. There's a lot of political charged stuff that's going on, and I would just like to remind y'all, remind myself, remind people who are into this and really charged up about it, that it doesn't have to become your entire personality. Like, we have to understand that, like, you have a focus. You have something, you have some type of goal that you're focusing on. And bottom line is, like, what is your goal? Because if you're not focused on that goal, if everything isn't rooted from that particular goal, or maybe a few, and then you got strings that come down and lead into other things, and it's not connected, you're not going to get closer to that goal. So, you know, if I'm for example, a fitness trainer, you know what I'm saying, and I want to get clients, and I want to grow my business, and I want to get into online coaching. If I'm focused on the politics and all of this stuff, and these people's rights are being in the war over here, and just all of this news, you know, the men versus women, and now dating, and there's so many different issues that you can get tied up in, and I find this myself is distracting. But I would just like to remind y'all to stay focused. Like, what is that goal? Find that goal and focus in a world where it's so hard to focus. And this is something that I've been hearing also, is it doesn't take much to be better than average. You know, it's not that hard to stand out from average. You know, the average American is 70 pounds overweight, consumes 115 grams of sugar every single day, 115 pounds of sugar a year. You know, makes less than $40,000, $50,000. You know, it doesn't have $1,000 in savings. You know, it's so easy to step above that with a little bit of hard work. You're gonna have to set yourself apart. And I guess what I'm saying is just to set yourself apart, especially if you're one of the chosen ones. You know, if you are one of the people who always kind of saw through the veil of the Matrix, like I was one of those people. Like growing up, my brother showed me that movie, The Matrix. I didn't understand it at the time. I thought that shit was code, you know, bottom line. Like that's one of the favorite movies. I'll watch that shit over and over again. And there's a few concepts from the Matrix. I think that it's just that fake reality, and they stripped it away, and then this is what was true. And I've always kind of been awake and woke, in a sense, and especially more awake, you know, and just could see through the bullshit. When COVID was popping off, I was like, nah. You know, I was kind of scared of the virus. I was like, damn, I don't want to get that shit, because you watching it in the news, they propagate it, scary. But it was actually Andrew Tate, man, in fucking 2017. I think I found Tate before he was even popular, and I was following him on Instagram. He's like, the virus is fake, y'all are bitches, yada yada. I'm seeing him and his brother traveling to fucking Sweden and doing all this shit. I was like, you know what, this guy's got a right idea. Like, fuck this is kind of a scam. We're all wearing masks and shit, 6 feet, social distancing. I took advantage of COVID. It was one of the greatest opportunities for growth and reflection. I kind of isolated from the world. But I kind of sense that I've lost some traits too. Like, my social skills aren't as tight as what they were in 2019, even though I'm more established and more, I don't know, it just feels like everybody's cut off. We're not as social as we used to be for some reason, but maybe it's just me. But bottom line, I could always see, I had these hints and these people I'd follow, and just a different lens of looking through the world, looking at the world with a sense of abundance, and that anybody can, and there's enough for everybody. You know, I think there's so many people caught up in a scarcity mindset that when they see their political stuff getting infringed on, or their rights getting infringed on, or things being taken away from them, you tend to gravitate towards that. And then, you know, just the understanding of like, the Matrix is real. Like, we are in some type of weird shit that's going on. It's like a play. Like, someone's doing a lot of these things. And not to get too far into it, but just to separate yourself from it and find your calling, your path. Focus on what it is that you want to do, because only what you can do, you can do. You know, you have a uniqueness yourself, and you have to find a way to express that. You know, that was one of the concepts Bruce Lee, another one of my, I say, mentors. I found a lot of these mentors in my youth, whether it's through kung fu movies or just action heroes, and just, I guess Hollywood media, that kind of, but the rare ones that stood out. You know, Bruce Lee was another one, and a lot of his Taoist meanings I didn't know. I just watched his movies, a couple. There's only a few movies of Bruce Lee, and I watched those movies, and something, when I saw that, it just kind of broke through the status quo, and I like that. And I find that I'm that type of person also. I'm kind of counterculture, and I don't want to be like the rest of the people of the masses, so to speak. The people who, they just go along with society, and they drink their coffee, and they just they just have the Sunday scaries, and, oh, I have to go back to work on Monday. And it's just like, I've broken out of that. And, you know, it's tough, because it's like, you know, you don't fit in, you're that black sheep. But if they could see what you saw, they would be like you, but they're not. So, I know it's got to be time. So, bottom line, if you know that you're one of the chosen ones, find your path, play the black sheep, and you'll notice that, and work hard, very hard at your path. Stay focused, and don't feed into the political landscape and all of the distractions. You know, so many distractions. But yeah, all right, I'm gonna end the video. Like, comment, share. Let me know what you guys want me to hear you talk, or what you want me to hear, or what y'all want to hear me talk about. And we'll see you in the next one, man. Peace.